I'm taking a utility knife, and I'm going to scribe the line that I want to cut. I've already scribed it once or twice to make it easy. And then flex it slightly. And the part will break free. You should work your way all the way around the car, again bringing it up to that line, which denotes where the trimming should end. Before you can paint the car, it's a real good practice to take a little soapy water and wash thoroughly on the inside. Bear in mind, you'll be painting the inside surface of the car, not the outside. You want to get all the grease that you may have gotten onto it from your hands off there so that the paint sticks well. Dry it thoroughly. As you can see, we've done a little work on this body already. Let's take a look at the way we outline the windows. Using some very thin striping tape, on the outside of the body, we've clearly marked out the window area. We've trimmed the edge with a razor knife or a utility knife. We're going to flip the car over, and using some Lexan paint, in this case in black, we'll fill in the area in that window. Having the tape there makes it much less critical the way you fill. I'm just going to do a little bit more, and then we'll turn this thing around and take a look. I think it's clear that we've started to fill the window in, and the tape cuts a real fine line. Let's take a look at a body where the windows are complete. All three windows are ready to go. One of the nice parts about doing this is that you can paint right over that dried paint in the back, and you'll never see the line. We're switching to the red paint now. A little bigger brush because we've got a bigger area to cover. This body also was washed to make sure it's not oily. And we'll get the paint on there. This is a quick drying paint specifically made for these Lexan bodies. And in about 5 or 10 minutes, it's dry enough to handle. Generally, you'll get away with one coat. If you need another coat, though, a little time to dry, and then you can run that second coat over it. I'm going to work a little further along, just to give you something to look at as we finish up the car. You can see it doesn't take a whole lot of time. Let's turn it over and have a look what we've got so far. The nice part about painting the inside of the car body is your paint job comes out just as smooth as this very hard Lexan plastic. We've covered up the kitchen table here very thoroughly. This is not the kind of job you want to do on your finished mahogany dining room set, so be sure you cover up and don't make a big mess around the house. And here we've got the front part of the body just about complete.
Want to know why I'm laughing? Because my paint goes on much smoother, no orange peel. You want to know how I do it? I don't want to tell you. But since I want to get paid, I will. Thank you. So sorry, I did warn you. What you do is you take your paint cans and put them in hot tap water only. Don't put them over the flame, don't put them in the oven, don't put them in the microwave, kiddies. Just put them in hot tap water for about 15 minutes. Things will go on much smoother.
Here's a red and black Raider body. We've added the white decals, which are pressure sensitive, to the outside. I think you'd have to say it really jazzes it up. Here's a tip for applying the decals to the plastic body. Before you press them in place, apply a little bit of soapy water to the surface. This will allow you to maneuver the decal around and get it centered properly, and then press out all the water, squeegee it smooth, and you'll find the decal sticks very, very well to the plastic. You'll wind up with a finished product that looks just as good as this. The power source for your RC car is a 6-cell NiCad battery. NiCad batteries are rechargeable, and you can charge them literally 1,000 times or more. You'll need a charger in order to do that. I've brought 2 types of charger along, and you will have to make a bit of a choice in picking your charger. This larger one is an AC-DC charger. It can charge your batteries either from the car with a 12-volt power supply or from home by plugging it into the wall. The advantage of this charger is that you do not have to have a car available in order to charge your batteries. You can do it in the kitchen at home. This yellow charger is a 12-volt only charger. Its big advantage is that it detects peak charge. You can use this charger to recharge a partially discharged battery without any fear of overcharging. It's very important in this whole charging procedure to remember, when using a regular time charger, that you follow the instructions that come with the charger, and be sure you're working with discharged batteries. 2 important considerations. Overcharging NiCad batteries will destroy them in short order. It also builds up a considerable amount of heat. Be sure that you are with your NiCads when they're charging. Do not leave them unattended. And of course, follow the instructions that are provided with your charger before you think about charging any of these batteries.
Heat is the enemy. Remember, as much as you and I hate the cold, your NiCads love it. Oh, don't you? So remember, when charging the batteries, put them in ice, just like you see here. And you could get up to 30% more duration. No kidding, it's true.
We've seen an awful lot of your basic car, the Raider. Let's take a look at some of the more exotic ones. Right here, we've got the Ultima. This is a 3-time world champion. Let's open the top and see what's hidden underneath here. 4-wheel independent suspension, long travel, oil-filled shocks at all 4 corners, an aluminum chassis, a lot of ground clearance, and a high-performance racing motor. Makes this one of the hottest competitors in 2-wheel drive racing. Right here, we've got the Optima Mid. This is a new design. We open it up, we'll see it's a 4-wheel drive car that is powered all 4 wheels. Again, a lightweight aluminum chassis, high-performance oil-filled shocks at all 4 corners, spiked tires at all 4 corners, and a belt drive system which carries all the power of the high-performance motor to the front wheels as well as the back. And you can see all 4 wheels take off. This is one of the hottest buggies around right now. Right here we've got the Big Brute. It's aptly named. You can see how it dwarfs the Optima Mid right next to it. Now this is not an all-out speed car in any way, but it's a big fun machine. Riding over stumps, through water. The radio is just about totally enclosed. A lot of ground clearance. Big cushy tires. It'll go in sand. It'll go through mud. And frankly, it'll go right over other cars. No matter what car you've chosen to race, it's important that you break in your engine.
Hold everything. Excuse me, Bill. Sorry, this will just take a second. Listen, when's the last time you ever heard of a famous race car driver running a race in reverse? They all do it in forward. So my suggestion to you is only break your motor in one direction, the forward direction. A motor that's broken in one direction only is a faster motor. And that'll help you say to the competition, too bad, bye-bye. Okay, it's all yours, Bill.
Well, from Chris, myself, and everybody at the Milt Video Library, good racing.